Evangelist Perry Stone has come out, guys, with another update, a prophetic update on the CVirus, okay? The Lord giving him a vision earlier this morning, okay? This is some serious stuff. This is some serious business, okay? The Lord spoke to Perry early this morning around 2:30 a.m. And he let Perry know that as in regards to the CVirus, okay, everything that's going on right now, that the day of reckoning has in fact come, okay? The day of reckoning is here. Now, when Perry heard that, he had to stop for a second and think, well, what does that exactly mean, the day of reckoning? He began searching through the scriptures. Then he came across Romans 9:28, where the Lord talks about a day of reckoning coming upon the earth for the disobedience that we have caused, that we have done towards God, okay? But that it could be for a brief time. I want to stress that. A brief time. That's what we need to hold on to here, okay? Now, the whole thing, a whole video of this, I'm going to put it down below here in the description of this video. You guys can watch the whole thing in its entirety, but I want to go over it with you here first, okay? Because I believe this is important. That the brief is what we really need to focus on here, because if we could get away with this, just being brief, I would consider us extremely blessed. Now, what do we need to do in the meantime? We need to pray. We need to intercede. We need to pray that God has mercy upon this nation. Now, Perry talked about the two major sins, okay? The two major sins going against God that has led us to this point. The one is the shedding of innocent blood in the United States of America, which we know we have seen since 1973. Number two, the legalization of homosexual marriage in this country. Almost 5 years. Now, since June of 2015 is when the Supreme Court thought that they could redefine marriage. Instead of being between a man and a woman, which is instituted by God, they went ahead and changed that. Say, no, now a man can marry a man, a woman can marry a woman. You got states passing immoral abortion legislation where there's even some cases they can't even protect the baby after they're born out of the womb. Did we think that God was just going to sit back and just let us continue to go this route? I don't think so. But what Perry talked about, again, Romans 9:28, talked about the day of reckoning. It is here, okay? It is here for all of us. But that it could be a brief time, for a brief moment, to wake people up, to get them to realize that this could be much worse. Brief could turn into long term. And we don't need that. You hear them talking about suspending all air travel now. Imagine that. Not being able to get to where you're going. Wherever you land, that's where you stay. Wherever you at, you ain't going anywhere else. A day of reckoning before a brief time. This isn't the tribulation. I want to say this, guys, right now. This isn't the tribulation. A lot of people are talking about how this is the tribulation. This is it. This is not the start of the tribulation. Believe it or not, the tribulation is going to be much worse than this. I believe this is a picture of the tribulation. A small little glimpse, a glimmer of that. The rapture ain't happening right now. The rapture could happen whenever, but it hasn't. Remember, Jesus said that we would have times of trouble in this earth, but in him we would have peace. This is a time of trouble. Now, it's unlike any other kind of trouble we've ever seen before, but it's still a time of trouble nonetheless. Day of reckoning. But that it could be brief. Look it up for yourself, guys. Romans 9:28. The day of reckoning is here. The Lord speaking to Perry Stone earlier today about this. Woke him up out of his sleep, 2:30 in the morning, hasn't been able to get back to bed since. And then he went on his YouTube channel and he did this video, and I'm talking about it right now with you guys. So, that's our job as Christians. We need to pray, we need to intercede, that this will in fact be a brief time only. And then hopefully, July, August, like they're talking about, like Trump and the government's talking about here, that we might be able to get back to somewhat of a normal way of life again. It might take a little bit more after that, but if we could stop the spread of this thing, and we could, as a nation, humble before the Lord. We talked about with Sodom and Gomorrah, if we could just get, a small handful of you to pray, to intercede, that he would heal the land, that he would restore the land. But I believe we need a lot of people right now in this time that we're in. A lot of faith leaders, a lot of believers all over. This is also a time to win souls for the kingdom. There's a lot of questions out there. A lot of uncertainty about what's going on. People are confused. They're wondering, is this the end of the world? Well, we're in the last days. I can tell you that much. We know Jesus Christ is coming back soon. We have entered into a time unlike anything that we have ever seen before, ever. But I believe that if we pray, like Perry said, and we can trust that this day of reckoning will be brief. This is bringing America to its knees. Not just America, but the whole world. We're all on our knees. We need to be on our knees in prayer. So that's the update right now from Perry Stone, guys. Check the link in the description. It's the full video. You can listen to his entire prophecy in full. Let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. Give the video a like. Share it across all your platforms. Subscribe to this channel, guys. We got videos coming out all day, every day. Great stuff. You're not going to want to miss it. Also, guys, if you feel led to help sponsor the channel here through Patreon, you could do so at patreon.com/conservativetruth for $5 a month. You could visit my page over there. Check out the bonus content. I got other podcasts up over there. Good stuff. Your support means a great deal. So thank you all for that who go over there and sponsor the channel. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you. And I'll talk with you soon.